possible, and I'm going to be speaking in English. Καλό μεσημέρι. Good afternoon. I would also like to welcome the distinguished guests and delegates, and Mr. President for inviting us in this very important event. I'm representing Asklepieia. My name is Constantine Vourdakis. I'm Greek, of course. I was born in Canada, that's why I have this accent. And I will talk to you about opportunity today. Opportunity in Greece. It's going to be a little bit different than the previous presentations that you've seen by our distinguished speakers. I learned quite a few things today, and hopefully I'll be able to put my 2 cents in worth in order to enlighten everybody concerning the opportunity in Greece. I'm going to use the dirty word profit, because without profit, there's no investment. It's a very important word. So I will also concentrate on wellness. I will avoid the medical part of the journey. I will let other speakers talk about this who are probably better than me in doing so. So we'll talk about 3 things quickly. Greece as a brand, 2, the USP, and the health and wellness markets, and the investment opportunity. Greece is a brand. It ranks 5th out of 50 top tourism brands worldwide. Number 5, that's very, very high. So it's a brand, meaning you can sell things via this brand. The most important thing that we have to keep in our minds when we're talking to investors. So the Greek brand is known for history. It's known for its islands. It's known for its coastline and for its food. We had the original speaker, I can't remember her name, she was from GWI. She talked about quite a few brand recognition items that coincide with the Greek brand. I put it all in a nutshell. It's these 4 areas, basically. So, as a result of these 4 very important aspects of the Greek experience, the number of tourists are increasing substantially. In 2019, there were 34 million tourists coming into the country. In 2022, I've heard numbers reaching 35 to 36 million. So we have an increase even after COVID, which means the trend is continuing. Now, we have to talk about the quality of tourism. When tourists started to come into Greece, flocking into Greece, they were backpackers, basically. This is an old picture. It could be me as well, in there as well, somewhere. Today, we're talking about luxury. So things have evolved not only in terms of numbers, but also in terms of quality. Okay? Now, I'm not going to get into the descriptions of the health and the wellness thing. Previous speakers did so very well. I will not get into this as well to move forward because we're pressed with time, but I will get into the annual growth of the health and wellness tourism sectors. First of all, wellness tourism will be increasing year in and year out for the next 3 years by 21%. That is almost 3 times the global GDP. That's a big number. 21% is a very big number. So there's a really big opportunity here. 2 of the major areas that will have the biggest increases is thermal mineral springs and spas. And this is what Greece can do best. So, talking in numbers, these were projections. Mind you, they might be a little bit different right now. 275 billion was what Europeans spent for wellness. Wellness tourism, that is, specifically. I didn't copy anybody, believe me. I prepared this map way before I saw the presentations of the previous speakers. Greece is not on the map. This needs to change. Now, I'm going to show you something new, though. This is the best wellness destination scores worldwide. Greece is number 6. Number 6. And we're not on the map. This needs to change. And it will change. Only through investment. There's no other way. So, number 1 is Thailand. Number 6 is Greece, and way ahead of anybody else in Europe. Portugal, of course, is number 9, but once you go down this list, Spain is number 14 or 15, something like that. I can't remember the exact position. So, let's go. Why will Greece succeed? Why will Greece succeed? Well, I built a new word for this presentation called LODA. Location, offering, demand, and awareness. This is what LODA stands for, and we'll get into each part very quickly. Location. Greece is smack in the middle of Europe. Smack in the middle of Europe means there's a big expenditure in Europe, 275 billion. There's about 300 million tourists coming and moving around from Europe every year, so there's a big potential there. Greece has plenty of sun. This is also part of the location issue. 3,000 hours per year, at least. And plenty of sea. One of the biggest coastlines in Europe. 10th biggest coastline in the world. 10th biggest in the world. So, what do we need to do? We need to capitalize on this brand equity that we have. Greece is a paradise of hot springs. A lot of hot springs all over the country. Beautiful hot springs. So the hidden European hot springs destination isn't Iceland, it's Greece, believe it or not. A lot of publicity has been going on with Iceland about their hot springs. We have a lot more hot springs than Iceland to start with. And it's not as cold here. A lot of sun, a lot of good food, a lot of other things that coupled will give us great success. There are about 750 to 800 known thermal spas in the Greek land. Now, there's some other places. This isn't, by the way, this is not Iceland. This is Greece as well. This wonderful place is Greece. Just imagine a spa being built around this area. It's tremendous, tremendous thing. Offering, of course, is Greek food. Who doesn't know Greek salad? If you Google Greek salad, you'll get 1.3 billion returns as a result. 1.3 billion. So everybody knows about Greek salads. Everybody knows about Greek food. So it's an offering. It's something that brings in tourists. Now, where's the opportunity for Greeks and Greece? Hot spring tourism is one. It's underdeveloped. You saw all those areas, they're empty. They need to be populated. Demand is on the rise. 18.1%, if I'm not mistaken, yes. And Europeans travel. We're right in the middle of the place where Europeans spend a lot of money in and travel a lot. Spa tourism does well in countries that have sea and sun. Does well in all those countries. It'll do well in Greece as well. And again, demand is on the rise. Don't forget, these are the two highest profile markets at this time in the wellness industry. Demand is on the rise, and again, Europeans travel. They go halfway around the world to get these services. Now, we're in their backyard. We're in Europe. This is a wonderful spa here in Greece as well. Another wonderful spa. Mud treatment here. I wish I was there right now. Another spa, and so on and so forth. Okay, as I said before, the demand is there. Thermal springs, 18.4, 18.1. Spas, 17.2. General wellness tourism market is growing at 20.9% per year till the year 2025. And I have a feeling it's going to continue to increase even after that year. So Europe, based on projections, spent 275 billion US dollars on wellness tourism in 2022. This again is a projection. I don't have the new numbers. I think the original speaker from the Global Wellness Institute mentioned a number. It was 675 million for the world, if I'm not mistaken. Europeans travel at a tone of 300 million wellness travelers per year. Of course, a lot of this traveling is domestic. So a lot of Germans travel within Germany. They don't travel to Greece. But you can get quite a few of them if you have an offering and have them not go to Thailand, for example, and come into Greece and do their hot spring wellness traveling. Awareness. There's an existing channel in Greece. There's no doubt about it. 35 million tourists say that there's an existing channel. People know about Greece. Companies promote Greece. Tour operators promote Greece. So it's an existing channel. Proof of it is the tourist growth and the ranking, of course, which I mentioned before, which needs to be infiltrated, needs to be deployed for the benefit of the country and its wellness tourism industry. So what's missing? What's missing? What's missing is investment and launch. People need to start investing in this country, in the wellness industry, and launch the product. Once that's done, the channel is there, the visibility is there, every element required is there for people to come in and spend money in the country. So why is this an investment opportunity? How are we on time, sir? Are we going okay? We're almost finished. We're good. All right. So the Greek health and wellness market offerings are underdeveloped, as I mentioned before. The total growth is 20.9% per year in the wellness tourism market. These two things coupled together give us a tremendous growth potential. The return on investment can be massive. There's government grants available, and there's tax incentives. So all these are good reasons for people to come in and invest in the Greek brand, the new Greek brand of wellness. So when to invest? Early is no secret. The earlier, the better. Whoever invests early into this market is going to reap the benefits of it. There's no doubt about it. You come in late, you pay more, you make less. There's the profit issue again. So what makes wellness tourism an investment opportunity in Greece? It's the security and demand, due to the brand, due to the geological environment that's available, and the higher than average return upon exit. So if you come in early, you'll make the business, and you'll make the sale when you need to make it and make profit. I'll give you an example. Oaktree, initial investment, 2015 to 2020. Based on information that we have from the market, it was $220 million dollars. Singapore came in last year and bought this property for $2.3 billion. This is public information. That's tenfold. That's a hefty profit. That's how you make money. And that's how you bring in investors. So what does success look like in the health and wellness sector? Let's take a country that's been very successful, Thailand. Thailand has 7.5 million tourists coming in every year in 2009, and that's increasing. Of course, last year was a terrible year because of the COVID situation, but that's going to change, definitely going to change, because people are not going to stop taking trips for wellness. There's no doubt about that. 3.5 million medical tourists in 2019. That is a big number. We were talking about 100,000, if I recall correctly, in a previous presentation. 3.5 million is a big number. That's a lot of money. So out of 39.9 million tourists, 7.5 million were wellness tourists, 3.5 were medical tourists. So the numbers with Greece are basically around the same thing, apart from the wellness and the medical tourists. If you add those to our numbers now, we would be talking about 40, 42, 43 million. The revenue that Thailand incurs from the wellness tourists is 17.5 billion a year. That is a big number. That could be added to our Greek GDP. Now, mind you, Europe sends 6.5 million tourists to this area every year, with an increase every year of 10 to 15%. 6.5 million take the plane and fly half around the world to get the services that we can give them here right now So let's do a little bit of a checklist over here. Natural beauty coupled with abundance of thermal springs. We have it, Thailand has it. Sun and plenty of beautiful coastline. We have it, Thailand has it. Proximity to major markets. They have China, we have the European Union. Excellent cuisine. We have Greek salad, and they have their Thai dishes. Good food, no doubt about it. Safe environment, it's a safe environment. Both cases are very safe. Brand equity, yes, everybody recognizes Greece, and everybody recognizes Thailand. We're number 6, they're number 1. We're very close by. What's missing? Investment in medical certification, which is very, very important. Let's talk about the medical thing. That needs to be done absolutely, because you're not going to get tourists coming in for medical stuff if you don't have the certification. Just give you a small statistic over there. 20% of all the medical tourists in Thailand come from the United States of America. Shocking, isn't it? They go all the way to Thailand from the United States of America. And I've heard people here in Greece say, oh, we can't do with Americans because they won't come. Well, they won't come because we don't have JCI. Once we get JCI, they'll start coming in for that as well. So that's a very important thing the government needs to take a look at to assist the organizations, the medical organizations, to get these certifications in order to increase that part of the market as well. But like I said before, that's not part of my presentation. Now, the second thing, which is part of my presentation, is investment needs to be made in the wellness real estate. People need to start buying things here, investing in things here, and taking care of those beautiful areas that I showed you and make them into a success in order for them to make money, and for the Greek government to make money, and for the Greek people to be richer. What does it mean? It means 13.6 billion euros a year if we play our cards right. This is information from the Aonosis. I cannot confirm it, but I cannot say that this is not a wrong figure. I haven't found anything else in order to be able to project. But what I did is I compared this number to the Thailand number. And as you can recall, the Thailand number was 17.5 million dollars. So if we can do the same things that Thailand did, which is invest, we have everything else, I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to succeed here. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vourdakis. And now we'll move on to the